Well, first of all, about sustainable economics, the way I always interpreted it is that it has to do, of course, with the environment, but also it has to do with development, inclusive development in a world that is quite heterogeneous. So I believe that in the consideration of the relationship between economics and ecology, it is important to give more importance to this heterogeneity in the world. Coming from developing countries in South America, this is an issue that is certainly of importance to us. Then also the issue of demographic trends, how differently population is growing in different areas. So my point on that is that I found, of course, very interesting your presentation, as well as the points made by Stefan. But I think it would be important to enrich this analysis by taking into account the heterogeneity of the world. Globalization has not yet reached a point when a uniform treatment of the relation between the environment and the economy can be taken for granted. Then another point is, of course, human. We are part of the environment. This relation is very important. This inclusion is very important. But we are different from other components on the environment. We are the only species that, at least that is what we believe, that think, but perhaps more importantly, you would say that other species have intelligent behavior, like ants and others, but we are the only ones that, in principle, could change that way, our ways of behavior. So the natural laws indicate how the environment is evolving. We can see that. But in our case, it is not so deterministic. So we can change our behavior. And that is very important because in general, something that is not always very present in all of our discussions, not just in this session, but in others as well, is how we can move at some point from the discussions that are very important that we are having here to the field of doing something about it. In particular, in the case of the two paradigms that are presented here, so the one that is where economics is at the top of the hierarchy, and the other when the social ecological is instead at the top, how to move from one to the other. So there, and then I am perhaps talking as an economist, but what is important is the issue of incentives. So how incentives could be designed in such a way as to produce this transition from one paradigm to the other. And I will stop here. Thank you very much.